feel like I know there won't be a happy ending. Mate was a good time. Hello, welcome back to my channel. This video is absolute chaos, starting right now with this first clip, because when I started this video, I had about 4 or 5 books that I was most excited to read that were new releases, and my goal was to read a few of them in this video, and I ended up reading 3 completely different books than I listed here. As you'll see, I actually started Catabasis in this clip and then completely changed directions. Another thing to note is that I recorded this video in the beginning of October and I'm just now getting around to editing it. So if you're wondering why these releases aren't so new, that is why. I apologize for the chaos, but I hope you enjoy this video. Okay, change of plans a little bit. So I did start reading this last night. I read like the tiniest amount, literally 15 pages. I literally read 15 pages, got tired, went to sleep. I did not read any. I think I told you I have Princess of Blood on my Kindle. I did start this like 2 nights ago and so far very intriguing. Like it drew me right back in the same way the first one did, but I didn't continue reading this because I started this last night, and then I really just wanted to continue reading this, but this is the only book I have on my Kindle right now, so I just didn't read any more last night. I was saying that I wanted to start Alchemy of Secrets when I got it, which I do. I am so excited about that. However, I got the order of the Fairy Loot books mixed up and I actually got Alchemised, this huge book. I got it in the mail today and honestly, my day is made. This is such a beautiful book. I don't have the dust jacket on it and I don't feel like grabbing it, but like, oh my gosh, come on. Come on. It's beautiful. There's like silver foiling. I'm obsessed, but on top of just how beautiful this book is, I did start listening to it while I was working today. It is on Spotify and it says it's gonna take 36 hours to listen to. And I only have 15 hours of listening time, so I'm so happy I got this because I would have been really upset when I finished that. I am already on chapter 12, 13. I listened to it while I was working. I think I got to chapter probably like 10 and then I read another chapter or 2 and then I listened to it again. So yeah, I'm on chapter 12, which by the way is like 150. So I'm already 154 pages into this huge book and I am loving it. Nothing has even really happened, but I'm having such a good time. I know it's like very dark and everything, but so far it's a good time. It was raining all day, so I'm listening to it while I'm working and it's pouring rain, there's thunder. It was just the perfect vibe. That sounds crazy. It's a dark book, just in case you're wanting to read it and don't know. It's very dark. It's not like a light, happy fantasy book. It's dark. And the vibes of the rain and the thunder were really just adding to it. And now I'm like addicted. All I want to do is read. I'm going to continue listening to it because I am editing right now, but then maybe I'll read a little bit of Princess and Blood tonight. I'm guessing that I'm not going to be reading Alchemy of Secrets in this video because I don't think I'm getting that anytime soon. So yeah, that's the update. Catabasis, don't really have many thoughts on it. From what I've read, it seems a little bit, my battery died. But I was just saying that the 15 pages of this that I did read, they were good. Seems very interesting. I'm definitely curious to dive deeper in that. I'm sensing a little bit of like a rivalry, a enemies to lovers sort of situation. I don't think I'm gonna be as obsessed with this one as I am already feeling about Alchemized. So, okay, bye. I'm gonna continue listening to Alchemized and start editing my previous video. So this is insane. I have given literally like no updates and now I'm on chapter 64. So I just want to quickly go back in time because I don't even know. I couldn't even talk about this book. It was just so intense. But I think the most significant part that I probably should have gave an update was when I got to part 2. I did not see that coming. I was so caught off guard. It has me like questioning everything. I am loving this book so much, and I know it's dark. It's really dark. So like, don't be persuaded into reading this thinking that it's a romance or anything of the sort. Of course there is romance in there, but it's not happy lovey-dovey romance. It's really dark. And the first part especially was just extremely hard to read, but I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the world building in this. I really enjoy the writing. The writing is so lyrical. This book has been going on for so long and I'm not even slightly bored. I need more. I need to know what's going on. Okay, sorry. My battery died. But what I was saying about the way the world building is set up and why I really enjoyed it is because even though this is a huge book and we're being introduced to a whole new fantasy world that we've never been in, we're kind of being introduced to it through Helena's memory loss because she's kind of learning about it at the same time. So there's bits and pieces that she learns, and when she learns about what happened, she fills us in on the backstory to that. So for example, she'll find out that this person died, and then she'll tell us, oh, this person was part of this family and he was doing this or whatever. So I really enjoyed that. I think it made the world building a lot more easier to catch on to, and it just made it more fun. It wasn't a textbook style level of information being thrown at you that a lot of fantasy books are. And I thought it was done really well. And like I said, the writing in this is just so lyrical. It's so beautiful. And I'm just really enjoying it. I have cried a few times, honestly. Some of the stuff in part 1 was really, really dark. And part 2, I think I'm almost done with it. Again, I'm on chapter 64 now. Yeah, I think I'm close to being done with part 2. I have a feeling we're soon gonna jump back into the current timeline. And what brings us there, I know it's going to be very heartbreaking, so I'm a little nervous, truthfully. But yeah, as of right now, I'm having a really, I feel like saying a good time is kind of crazy because it's dark. But I'm having a good time. It's been very gloomy outside while I've been reading this, and it has really just added to the atmosphere, and I just haven't been able to stop reading. I've literally, every second of free time I have, I'm just reading, just nonstop reading. I haven't watched TV. I've barely been on TikTok. All I want to do is read. And then when I go on TikTok, all I'm seeing are TikToks about this book. And also, this whole video is changing. All of the books I mentioned that I wanted to read in the beginning of this video, I think are different because I'm pretty sure I didn't even say this one unless I got it on time, which I got it way earlier than I expected. I think I said I was going to read Alchemy of Secrets. I don't even have that book. I don't know when I'm getting that book. And I completely forgot that the second book in Ali Hazelwood's Bride series. The book, I think it's called Mate, just came out, and I am so looking forward to reading that because I just recently read the first one. So that might be now a part of this video if I get to it on time. But right now, I'm having a great time. I haven't read anything else besides this. This is all I've been reading. I think I'm gonna finish it today, honestly. Maybe not, but the way I've been reading, I have a feeling she'll be done today. And I'm not looking forward to that. I'm actually like genuinely scared, and I also just don't want it to be over. I will try to do better with my updates. So I'll see you later for another update. I'm on chapter 75, page 908 in the Fairy Loot edition. And they're currently on their way out of there. If you know what I mean, you know. But here's the problem. I feel like I'm getting my hopes up. I don't think there's gonna be a happy ending. Actually, I feel like I know there won't be a happy ending. But like right now, I'm gonna cry just thinking about it. I don't want anything to happen to either of them. And prior to the event that allowed them to leave together, I'm trying not to give any spoilers, so that's why I'm speaking very vaguely, but prior to that event, I was convinced that, okay, this is it. There's not gonna be a happy ending. This is the moment that I just have to accept that this is the version of the happy ending that we're gonna get. But now it seems like there is a way for there to be an actual happy ending. And I know that I'm just getting my hopes up because it's not possible. Like, a book like this doesn't end with both of them surviving. So I'm scared. I'm really scared. Because right now I'm like, I can't even see what could possibly happen now. Like right now it feels like everything is in their favor and there's no way. I don't even want to finish this book because it's just gonna hurt so bad. And I also don't want it to be over, which is crazy because I just want them to be happy, but I don't want to not be a part of this anymore. I have read this book surprisingly pretty fast. Let me check what day I started it. Okay, not that fast. Okay, so technically it took me a week to read this, but I didn't read every day of the week, so still about a week. And you know, I feel like that's pretty good for like a 1,000-page book. But anyways, I think I'm about to keep reading. Okay, I finished it. It's 5 stars. I have this theory that when you read like a really long book or a long series, you tend to give it higher ratings just because of time you spent on it. This is not the case. This is a 5-star book. From the very beginning to the very last sentence, I was fully engaged, I was emotional, I was attached. This book was just, it was a masterpiece. The writing was beautiful, the characters were so fully fleshed out. They were good and evil and real, and they made like real life decisions and did things that were not always good, but you just understood them. You just knew why they were doing what they were doing. And the ending of this book, like I have seen the last line circulate on social media. I believe it's also the last line in the fan fiction that this is based off of. And the whole time I'm reading this, while I'm getting to the end, I was thinking that there was gonna be some like last sort of battle or something where everything was just gonna be ruined, and there wasn't. But honestly, I feel like that would have hurt less than that very last line. Like that last line was just like a punch to your gut. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Okay, anyways, I'm pretty emotional about this book. I genuinely love this book. This book is probably one of my most prized possessions at this point. I don't know, I literally just finished, so I'm still emotional, but I want to like just start reading it again. That's how much I genuinely enjoyed this book. I don't want to let go of these characters. I don't want to let go of this book. Okay, moving on. I don't know what book I'm gonna read next. Since I pretty much only have like fantasy or romantasy books on my most anticipated reads right now, or most anticipated releases right now, I feel like I do need to take a break from stuff that's this serious. So I actually do feel like I need to pick up Mate by Ali Hazelwood next, because her books are always pretty lighthearted and fun, and I think that would be a good, I guess, palette cleanser. I don't think that would be the best definition of palette cleanser, but for this video specifically, I think that would be a good one to start on. I also need a break from physical books. I'll probably start that tomorrow on my Kindle, and then after that it'll be between, I did start Catabasis. I could either finish that, or maybe I'll have Alchemy of Secrets by then, and that's another one that I'm interested in reading. So that's the plan, but for now I need to go look up fan art and TikToks and everything else of this that I've been avoiding to try to avoid spoilers. Okay, literally do not ask me why. Hold on. I might need these for this conversation. So I finished Mate. I did not give any updates because I don't know. I read it I've been reading it for a few days, but like mostly at night, and I was only about 30% through. I was planning to give an update. at the 50% mark, but then I ended up reading all of it in one night. So I read about 30% in increments, and then I read the other 70% all in one night last night. Stayed up till 1 a.m. I did finish it, and I gave it 4 stars. It was a good book. It was highly entertaining. There's one thing you always know when you start an Ali Hazelwood book, and it's that you're gonna have fun. Like, you're just gonna have fun. It's gonna be a good time no matter what it's about, no matter how simple the concept is or how different the concept is, it's gonna be good. And it was. This was a very enjoyable book to read, and I had a great time. The banter in this book, it's just so good. I love a confident, dominant man, and that's exactly what Cohen is. He is the alpha of his pack. And Serena is very sassy and doesn't really respect all of his boundaries, and I just truly enjoy that in a book. I love when the male main character is like trying to keep his composure around her, or trying to keep up his image around her, but he just has a soft side for her. I love that, and that's exactly what this gave. I just had such a good time. I kind of never knew where this story was going. I think the way she packed so many different storylines into this book was so interesting and kind of insane. Also just very, very fiction. Like, there was nothing about this that felt real or raw. The characters didn't feel real. A lot of times it was very cringy, but it was like cringy in a good way. Like, the banter was just so entertaining. So that's why it's 4 stars. Definitely not a 5-star book. I've been seeing people say that, and I just don't agree, but I had a good time. 4 stars. Now, moving on. These are what I'm working with. It's between one of these. I said in the beginning of the book I wanted to read this. I also said I wanted to read Catabasis. I don't want to read Catabasis. I don't know why. I just don't. It's not on my mind at all. I read like 15 pages and I have no desire to pick it back up, if I'm being honest. Truthfully, I want to read more werewolf books, but I'm going to continue this video and I'm going to stick to some new releases that I'm excited about. And this is definitely one of my most anticipated releases, but for some reason, I want to read this. And this is The Academy by Elin Hilderbrand and her daughter. I've never read an Elin Hilderbrand book, so I don't know why this is one of my anticipated releases, but for some reason it just really is. And the fact that it's like, it's definitely giving fall. I think this is a fall book, and I feel like I just want to soak up the fall vibes while they're still here, so I have a feeling this is the one I'm going to start reading. I'm at least going to start reading some of this and see how I'm feeling. Maybe I'll switch over to Princess of Blood. I'm not sure, but for right now, that's what my plan is. I've been filming this video for what feels like forever. I think it has like literally been maybe a month, but I am almost done with this book. I haven't given any updates on it because I'm not confident with my thoughts or feelings on this book yet. And I'll tell you why, but I think I'm gonna tell you after I finish it and have all of my thoughts together. But right now, I'll tell you that I don't love some dynamics in the book, and I'm curious to see how those play out before I really speak on it, I guess. But I will say I'm having a good time. I am very much engrossed in the story. I want to know what's happening next. The drama is really good, and I am literally on chapter 27. Like, I have barely anything left in this book. So I'm about to go sit outside and finish it, and then I'll give you my updates on this book and wrap this video up finally. Okay, let's talk about The Academy by Elin Hilderbrand and her daughter, Shelby Cunningham. So, sorry, 1 second. So I literally just finished this and I don't really have my exact rating. I kind of want to think on it, but I will say I've been thinking on it the entire time I've been reading this because I have been feeling so conflicted. I don't know how to rate a book that I really enjoyed reading, but I hated so many aspects of it. So if you don't know, this book is about a boarding school. It's not necessarily just about the students, it's also about the teachers. It is told from a third-person perspective, and you kind of get multiple different viewpoints from the students, from the teachers, and it is following a specific group of students who are, I think, the equivalent to juniors. Like, they're gonna graduate next year, and they, in the prior year, there was a student that died, and then another student kind of took her place, and that's basically the whole premise of the book. It's just a bunch of drama surrounding that and surrounding the school's ranking. It got ranked higher than expected. It's just drama. And honestly, the drama is good. Like, the drama was so good. It kept me so engaged. I needed to know what was gonna happen next. but I did not like the amount of pop culture references, social media references, Taylor Swift. Almost the entire book revolves around a social media platform. One of the main characters is a TikTok influencer, and then they also have drama surrounding this app that someone in the school is posting anonymously secrets of the other students and teachers. It's kind of in a lot of ways giving Gossip Girl, and that's part of the reason that I just really wanted to continue reading it, because I was getting those same vibes and I was really enjoying it. But I think it was too much. And then another thing I really didn't like was the inappropriate relationships between certain students and teachers. There was nothing like horrible, but I still just didn't like it. I do like how it wrapped up with like there being consequences, I guess, to certain actions, but I just don't enjoy reading about that. It's just not entertaining to me, and I just get really uncomfortable, especially when it's being told in a way where it's not just explicitly stating how wrong it is, even though that wouldn't be entertaining, if that makes sense. So anyways, I think I'm leaning on giving it about 3 stars because, like I said, I really did enjoy it. And I think it had the promise to be like a great book. So this is, I believe, a series that's like the first book of a new series. And I hope so, actually, because it kind of left off not wrapping everything up. So I do hope it's a series. And if it is a series, I will continue it, which is part of the reason I'm so conflicted on my rating, because 3 stars, but I'm going to continue the series. I don't know. Maybe it needs to be more than 3 stars. Maybe I need to give it 3.5. But anyways, if it is a series, I'm definitely continuing it because I feel like it just had the promise of being a great book. It had great storytelling. The way it was written was amazing. The drama was great. The characters are so, like, they grow on you. Like you start to love them even if they're not great at the beginning. I think if there was another book in the series, that one would at least be a 4 stars. So that's what I mean by it had the promise to be great. So yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it at 3 stars. I think there are some other series that I've really enjoyed that I've only rated the first book 3 stars, so I think that's okay. And honestly, I just had a great time, so I'll give it that. The fall vibes were definitely there. This was a great fall read. It does go through an entire school year, so it's not necessarily just a fall read, but it starts off in the fall, and the fall vibes are good. I enjoyed it for fall. I would recommend reading it during the fall. Yeah, I mean, that's really all I have to say. I think this is 3 stars. I really enjoyed it. I've never read an Elin Hilderbrand book before, but this definitely makes me want to read some of her other books. Anyways, this video has been in the making for so long that I actually forgot what books I read. And I think I read Mate in this video. I might be so wrong. I might have to come back and edit this out. I don't even remember what I've rated these books. Well, I remember Alchemised. I gave Alchemised 5 stars, and I would read this 100 times again and give it 5 stars every single time. I loved this book. This was 3 stars, but I really enjoyed it. I think I gave Mate 4 stars. Mate was a good time. So overall, I would say this was a very successful reading vlog. These were all great new releases. I had such a good time, and I'm really happy I did this video because truthfully, I don't know if I would have read Alchemised on my own without like the push to do so. And I'm so, so grateful that I did. This may be one of my favorite books of all time, and I don't know if it's my favorite for the year, which is crazy because all time, but I've read some amazing books this year. So anyways, this was a great reading vlog. I had a great time. It took me such a long time to make this. I hope you enjoyed it because it took a lot of effort and a lot of time. So yeah. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. I hope you have some great fall reads. There's a ton of new books coming out that are just perfect for the season. So yeah, I hope you're having a good reading month. Thanks for watching. Bye.